What's up, people? I'm gonna skip the little intro, formality, and all that stuff, and I'm gonna try and work on this necklace, finish this necklace while I tell y'all what's going on with me right now. I went to the doctor, like just my regular pediatrician. Well, I say pediatrician, Lord have mercy, my regular primary care doctor, and just follow up. And it's crazy when you've only been gone from your primary care doctor for like month and a half, and you have to ask. She's asking, okay, this is for a follow up, and you have to sit and think back on dates, months, and try to figure out when the follow up is from. Like, is it from this month? Is it from this visit? Is it from another visit? Okay, I can't even think. I can't even tell you when it's from. But she's just like, okay, so what they do, and she's doing her basic workup and exam and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I've been sitting here for so long, I don't even want to go through this anyways. I don't really want to be here, because not to discredit her, she's a good doctor, but I've been through how many doctors? Like 5, 6. I saw 2 at Baylor. And 2 days later, I saw ER specialist and the internal medicine admitting doctor and my hematologist. That's 6 doctors, and now this is like a 7th doctor. And I've gotten 2+ different diagnoses, and everybody wants to chop it up to sickle cell. Well, you chop it up to sickle cell, and guess what? Ain't nothing they can do about it from their perspective, pretty much. I don't know if I've mentioned that I haven't been getting my apheresis transfusions. I was in the hospital when I was supposed to have had one at one time, and then I just never went back to make my appointment, which, my mom's been kind of getting on me, because that isn't, under the law right now, it's not seen as a treatment, if you will, for sickle cell. They don't really recognize it as that. So, of course, I have to, anytime I go, insurance doesn't pick up all of it. But my doctor wanted me to do that, not so much as a treatment for sickle cell pain control, because with the apheresis transfusion, it takes off most of your blood and then gives you back donor blood, gives you back clean blood, if you will, sickle free. And my mom was just asking me about that. She's like, that wasn't for you to, be pain free. That's to keep you from having strokes. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'll call them, but I ain't really in a rush. Let's say it like that. It might help. It used to help when I first started getting them, and then, after I had my son, or after I was like probably midway through my pregnancy, I'll say it like that, a couple of years ago, it seemed like they kind of stopped working for me the way that they used to. It used to be I would, I go every 5 weeks, and by like that 4th week, you can see me going down. People at work are like, oh yeah, you coming up on transfusion time. I'm like, yep. So that's how it was for me. But I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm just shortening this right now. But that's how it was. That's how it was for me. And at the time that I did them, it helped. But now it is seeming like, or not seeming like, they're not helping for my pain. Which, just to be smart, just to be proactive, I probably should still go, just to make sure I don't have any kind of strokes. I get that. I understand it. But where I'm at right now is I done seen all these different doctors telling me all this different stuff. And, I've got one that's almost always sure that everything is attributed to sickle cell. And then you go to another hospital, the one I go to that I talk about, that I would rather not have to go there, but just because of convenience, because it's close, you kind of take your chances. they're usually the ones that say, no, it's not sickle cell, you're not in a pain crisis, it's not this, it's not that. Every time I've been going, I've been showing signs that I'm anemic, and, you know, my retic count is high, which is always high. I don't know, it's like, it's not even worth going back over what they told me and what the next person has told me. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm physically tired. I'm mentally tired. I wish sickle cell was a person that I could curse or kick or punch or, you know, something, drop an anvil on their head or something like that. But it's not. And that's the part that I don't think people really get, is that it's one thing to be in pain all day. And you know, those of you who don't have to deal with that, thank God, don't understand that pain does change you to, you know, it changes your attitude. It might not change you completely, but it definitely works on your attitude after a while. That's why a lot of people with chronic illnesses have to keep up with some kind of mental health checks, because it's depressing. And it's not just depressing in the sense that you just have pain all day. It's depressing in the sense that you go to all these different doctors who've had all these years to study and all this time and all this knowledge, and they can fix other people, and they got access to all these different tests and medicines and stuff like that, but they can't fix you. You know, yeah, there's cures out there for some people that don't work on everybody, but it's extremely discouraging to have, even if you have all these outlets, and I feel for people who don't have all these outlets, who don't have multiple hospitals and doctors and stuff that they can see and consult with, it's extremely discouraging to have all these outlets and people either tell you they don't know what's wrong, or they say, oh, well, just keep drinking your water and taking your vitamins and taking this medicine and doing this, and, you know, they give you the normal script on stuff to do, and that'll help you, that'll keep you out of the hospital, and you land in the hospital. You try and do everything right that they tell you to do, or that, you know, the next person is done even, and it's worked for them, and we're all so different that I could do the exact same thing that the person next to me is doing, and they're healthy, and it made me completely sick. Just like hydroxyurea. I don't take hydroxyurea anymore because it makes me sick. It drops my levels. And for right now, I don't need it to make my numbers look good, because that's pretty much all it ever did, aside from, you know, yeah, keep my hemoglobin low, but then it started to drop it too low, and then it starts to work on my magnesium and my potassium and my iron count and all that stuff. So everything dropped for me personally, and I got sick for me personally, like illness, viruses, and infections and stuff. So it's like that. And then you talk to, you know, literally a bone marrow specialist, because they have the bone marrow transplant, and then they're working on the stem cell transplant. I wouldn't be a good candidate for the bone marrow transplant just because of, you know, my life and just it's specifics I won't really get into right now, but it's just like, it's just, I'm not depressed, I'm not like upset, I'm like, you know, it's just, I'm tired, dude. I'm tired. You go through the day, you be in pain, you're not in pain, you up, you down, you can't get too cold, you can't get too hot, and then it's like, wait for the day to be over so you can just rest or relax or something, and you get to the end of the day and you're so uncomfortable, so in pain, that you can't even sleep.